Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Zone 1 Brew Reviews. My name's John, and tonight we're looking at a special beer, special edition, Busch Light. It's kind of like what I said in my first review. I didn't really do a beer review. I talked a little bit about beer. This is the beer that's hated upon by most people, enjoyed by most people. I personally enjoy this beer. But it's a light beer. It was introduced in 1989 by Anheuser-Busch. It's a 4.1%. It's considered a pale lager. It's a mix of American grown and imported hops and a combination of malt and corn. So it's a macro beer, and a lot of people don't like macro brews. A lot of people frown down upon these beers, but I'm not one of those guys that frown down on these beers. I mean, I could sit here and drink 3 or 4 of these. Followed up with a Westie's 12 or a big old Spencer's Trappist Ale, which is the first Trappist Ale made in America. And I'm not a beer snob. I'm not anything like that. So but let's get into this beer a little bit, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this beer. I like pouring these beers. I like putting the opening at sideways and pouring it straight down the middle. I like the big head on it. I like the carbonation. I like the way it looks. This is not a tap beer, so I don't want to pour it at 45-degree angle like they do on the taps at your local watering holes. I like pouring it straight down the middle. I think that the head gives out, the bigger the head, it gives out more of the aroma. It's a 12-ounce can, so I'm going to get 12 ounces of beer out of it. I don't care how big or how small the head is. But let's talk a little bit about this beer right now. In 2013, this was the 7th top-selling beer. It sold $844 million in 2013. In 2014, it slipped a little bit to number 8 by about $9 million, so it slipped to $833 million in sales. I mean, guys, somebody's buying these beers. I mean, if you're selling that much money, and that's a lot of cash. I'd like to have 1/10 of that, but it's a consistent beer. I can remember this beer when it came out in '89. I drank it. I'm drinking it right now in 2015. It's still the same tasting beer than it is now, and I've had it hundreds, if not thousands of times between that time. People can say what they want about these beers. I've drunk numerous craft beers that from year to year taste a little different. Some might taste the same. But overall, this is a clear beer. There's no settlement, nothing in this beer. So to me, Anheuser-Busch did something right, because I can drink this beer on the East Coast, I can drink it on the West Coast, and it's still the same beer. It's the consistency of this beer is why it's won 2 silver medals in the Great American Beer Festival in 2011 and in 1992. So, they're doing something right somewhere. I hope people one day will realize that these aren't all that bad. They're not. You definitely get the big malt taste, the corn taste. Not much of a hop presence in it. I don't get much hop in this beer. But I'm going to compare this beer to other light beers. I believe it's a little bit more of a fuller body beer than Miller Lite is. I really enjoy Miller Lite. But I think you get more of the malt in this and more of the heavier corn in this than you do the Miller Lite. It's definitely better than a Coors Light. I believe Coors Light is a pretty watered down beer, in my opinion. But overall, I really enjoy this, but not as much as I would a Miller High Life Light. I believe it's just a little bit better. It's a champagne of beers. But I'm going to do some reviews on that, and Miller High Life. I got a lot of good things to say about that coming up. But no, overall, if I was to give this beer you know, I tend to grade beers on what they are and give them an approval rating on what they are. I mean, listen, you can't judge this beer in a craft beer or anything like that. So I'm going to give this beer probably a solid A. I mean, that's just me. I mean, it's got a cool can. It's got a good taste. It's just a good overall sessionable beer. Clean to the palate. It's just an enjoyable beer. I mean, the average price on this beer from coast to coast is $15.49 a case, which is 24 beers. I picked up a 30 pack of this for $17.49 the other day. I believe it's a good price. I mean, I try to keep some of these beers around just for when I'm mowing or doing yard work, or, you know, I mean, people come over all the time to the old zone and we're hanging out. I mean, wanting to drink 2 or 3, 4 beers. I mean, this is what you want to drink. I can't sit down and drink 2 or 3 craft beers, but, you know, a lot of times we'll sit down and drink 1 or 2 craft beers and through the week, and you know, and finish the night off with these. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Most people do. I don't. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and judge them, and I hope they don't judge me. So, but I just wanted to throw this out there. Zone 1 special edition beer review tonight. Busch Light. What I'm going to try to do is throw out the top 5 beers from last year. Go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, work my way down and tell you about what I think and give them a grade. And I'm going to keep my grades on a card, and I'm going to score each beer, and at the end of it, I'm going to throw all 5 beers out there at one time, mix them up, see if I can tell the difference between what beer is what. So that's going to be coming up probably starting next week. I'll probably try to do one a night, and then maybe the following Monday try to mix them up and see if I can tell the difference. I think I can. I know some people can't, but I may not be able to, but I'm going to give her a shot. So I'm going to jump off here. I got another beer review coming up with some other guys here in just a little bit. So, like I said, my name's John. Zone 1 Brew Review Special Edition. Try it if you've not. You may like it. I do. It's been around since 1989, selling hundreds of millions of dollars a year in beer. Can't go wrong. Cheers, everybody.